Good afternoon. Welcome on in to the afternoon edition of From Day One. Tonight, courtesy of our good friend from Law Talk with Mike, let's get down to court.
And the defendant has one misdemeanor.
Hold on 1 second. 5 North, booth 3. Sit up. This is not Alex's house of hair. I am not an idiot. I know you were sitting down there with your head twisting on your... No. Stop. Keep your head up. You are in court.
The guy was bobbing his head. The girl was bobbing his head like maybe doing something to somebody.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Go ahead.
That's a
Oh, man, I gotta get together. And on a Class B...
Okay, I just stumbled across this.
Yeah,
I love this judge, although I don't know his name. But he's just so slow, and he gives all the options. He's super patient, but this defendant is just not having it, and it's hilarious. It's only a couple minutes, but it's excruciating to watch the exchange.
Hey, let's have fun.
The highest fine they can impose is $2,000, and the longest they can hold somebody in county jail, if convicted, is 6 months.
$2,000, 6 months. Max, you can have.
Looks like your bail is set at $2,000. Now,
The defendant's like,
bail, if you make bail, they're going to let you go home. And they'll give you a date to come back and talk to your judge about how you want to plead. But if you don't make bail, they just hold you here or over in Del Valley until it becomes time for you to see your judge.
Mike?
Let's see.
Mikey, why is the guy just sitting there?
All right. So, you can make bail by paying the $2,000, and you get that money back at the end of your case, whether you win or lose. Number two, you can hire a bail bondsman, and if you pay them 10% of that amount, they'll let you out as well. Except on the second way, if you use a bail bondsman,
thank you.
they won't give you all the money back. They keep that as their fee. And third, you can contact an attorney and get you out that way. Not only can they represent you, but they can also get you bail. Now, for your rights, understand.
We're going to sleep right now.
Okay, all right. For your rights, understand that you have the right to remain silent. You have the right to an attorney. Either you hire one or
The judge is undaunted. He's going on.
the one attorney
Yes.
that the court gives you. Which one do you want?
We played.
Okay.
I don't have anybody.
Thank you, Mortimer.
There's no bond.
And understand, if you have an interview with the police or the state's attorney, you have your attorney person during the whole time. And whenever you want to end the interview, you may end it. Okay? Also, I want to tell you that if you're not a U.S. citizen and you ultimately get convicted, a conviction can screw up your immigration status, cause you to be deported, or prevent you from becoming a naturalized citizen of the U.S.
No, so in other words, don't fuck up.
All right, any questions before you go to sleep?
Please don't ask this judge questions.
Come back here.
Mikey, next time you bring this out of a judge in front of me. Oh, God.
Oh, look how sweet he is. He actually goes through his whole speech the way he does, which is fine. He has to go through a process. And then he says, well, any questions before you go to sleep? It's charming.
Any questions before you
I
snore?
work too, believe me.
Hi, this is Frankie with Southern Citizen Patrol, and I'd like to remind you to please hit like
we
and
like
subscribe,
the
or I'll
doggies,
be personally
Mikey.
offended.
All right, Mr. Denman, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Nuggets today.
Sir, you're here on one count called driving while your license was suspended.
If you have no prior convictions for that charge, you're looking at a B, non-person misdemeanor. And that means that if you were to be convicted, you could pay a fine. The court would have to make it at least $100, but could go all the way up to $1,000. And the court could impose a jail sentence up to 6 months. That's the worst the court could do. Now, you have the right to an attorney. You can hire an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, you can apply for what's called a court-appointed attorney. And if you qualify, one could be appointed. Or you could just waive your right to an attorney and represent yourself. And then a final option might be diversion. That would be a contract between you and Ms. Gillette's office, where if you paid a diversion fee, fines and costs, they might dismiss this charge against you. So, Ms. Gillette, does he look like he might be eligible for diversion?
Judge, I don't know that he'd be a good diversion candidate based on his driving record.
Okay.
So in other words, he's fucked up before.
Push the button so you can talk.
Yes, ma'am. May I say something?
Absolutely. Go
You
ahead.
shouldn't, but go ahead.
This was an emergency. I had to go to the hospital, and I had to get my feet worked on. Apparently, they was stinking real bad because I got a hole in the bottom of my foot. The hospital took care of it, and on the way home, 2 miles from my house, I was arrested. I spent the night in jail, paid my fines for getting my truck out of the impound, paid everything so far, and I'm asking for some leniency because it was, in fact, an emergency, and I can prove it.
Okay. Okay, I spared you the rest of that hearing because it got kind of sad, as you can see. But his excuse for driving while suspended was, I don't know, it was pretty good.
Okay.
I'm surprised he didn't heed my warning about. I told him it would behoove him, or however I read it, to have his community service done. But then again, not too many listen anymore, Mr. Hayes. Tell me whatever you'd like to say on his behalf, and then tell me how he's going to proceed on the violation with regard to violating the no contract.
Maybe if I go in the other order, so we take care of everything at once. He's pleading guilty to the violation.
Is that what you want to do? Sure. Probation violation sheet again. You got to keep your voice up for me. Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
If you plead guilty to failure to refrain from violating the no contact provision on January 14 and 23, your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for a period of up to 93 days. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign, read, and understand and advise your rights on today? Or didn't you? Yes, he did. Did you sign and read and understand this? Yes?
Yes.
You plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and there will be no hearing. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Yes, I'm an idiot.
To the charge that you failed to refrain from violating the no contact provision, having contact with Megan Boudry on January 14 and 23, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you have contact with her on that date?
Of course, Your Honor.
Did you write her, phone her, text her, email her, call her, drive by her house?
I answered the phone call.
Okay. So she called you?
Yes.
And you answered the phone?
Yes.
And I ordered you not to have contact, correct?
Yes.
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No.
Please accept it to that charge. Violate.
Okay, so far this seems to be going pretty well, but as always happens, Judge McNeil refers to the probation department standing over there with the papers, and he's not happy with the first version he got.
The no contact provision. So,
Man.
Because I don't think if she calls
make a
him.
note, January 14, 23. All right, this is the show cause of 2623. And Mr. Haynes, so we're going to address this, and we're going to address
All right, I'll get you in after this, Mikey.
Yes, Judge. And with regard to what probably is the most serious one first, and that would be the violation of the no contact.
It does.
What Mr. Chappelle tells me is he and the person he has no contact with, they have a child in common. The child was ill. He received a phone call that the child was in the hospital, and that when the child got out of the hospital, he was requested to help out with some child care in the aftermath. That's the context of it, Judge. Obviously, there's no contact order, and that's clearly a violation. We discussed the way to handle that situation, and that would come before the court if a modification, no contact was requested, and let the court decide, because that is Your Honor's decision to make.
I also told him, by the way, I don't know if it would be hard to read my writing, but on May 19 of 22, at the time of the sentence, I said, after psychological evaluation, defendant may petition for contact to effectuate visitation. So I just want you to be aware that that's out there.
Thank you. I wasn't aware of that, Judge. It does tie into the fact Mr. Chappelle tells me in 2019 he brought in some documentation. He had a closed head injury, which he says affects both his judgment and memory. And he has a file of note cards that he showed me, and that's how he tries to keep track of this.
He's not going to try to tell me he didn't remember that I ordered him not to have contact.
No, I'm talking about the missed probation.
No, you're not going to tell me
this isn't going where I think it's going.
Yeah.
Judge McNally's the best. He really is.
So things like that. He keeps some file cards. He says he keeps a calendar on his phone, but his phone was broken.
Yeah.
And he missed that day, but he also said the situation affects his judgment.
1 second, guys. All right, guys, so let's get back to the judge.
Fast. He just sent all
The
the
court's order to deal with
Something scared me here.
He said no, and I said I can.
If I didn't allow him to effectuate visitation, something scared me.
I do. Guilty as charged.
Do you have the screening or pre-sentence, and do you have the police report?
I do, Your Honor. So what I have is the PSI, Your Honor.
That, as referred to as fat ass, is my.
Of January 14th.
He's flipping me off, guys. They got it a visual.
I just want the court to be aware that Ms. Boudry is here today. She did want to speak, Your Honor.
Your nephew.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't want to get that far. Because he flipped me off.
That is correct, Your Honor. My understanding is that they continue to have contact throughout the length of probation. They're actually expecting a second child, Your Honor. She had indicated she wanted to work on family issues with him.
I don't know her name, but she's on a lot of the videos, and she knows exactly. I mean, she's in front of this judge all the time, so she knows what's going to press his buttons, and you can tell she's like, "You're not going to like this, Judge, but here are the facts."
I'm sorry. This one is.
And we're just waiting on the judge.
From January 14th, Your Honor.
And I started this last Thursday, so it's only been a week. But if you want,
Yeah, that's a little bit different.
my device, some of it I can make you
That's a lot of bit different. Somebody's not
Oh,
telling
I
the
think
truth.
there is some one that you can get, and it has like the browns and
A lot
greens,
bit different.
Like
That's solid.
Somebody is not telling you the truth.
No, I don't think a lot of them are telling you the truth.
Really a lot different. Really playing on emotions and saying somebody's ill is a lot different than somebody else, the victim, calling. This is the report. I'm going to read it. Morgan hung up with D'Angelo and called him back when she woke up on January 15th. Morgan called D'Angelo and he stated he was going to, quote, fuck me up, be there in a minute, end quotes. She immediately called. Listen,
it was because of his kid. It had nothing to do with his kid.
I like that. You don't have to apologize to me because, as the judge says, I'm not going to jail with you. Just again, let's play that a little bit.
2 days, probably.
Okay. Sorry, Your Honor.
You have to apologize to me. I'm not going to jail with you.
I never made
You don't listen to me. You don't have to apologize to me. I'm not going to go to jail with you.
No, I figured.
But here's the bigger question.
Tomatoes have to make some like tacos or something.
Here's the bigger question.
Yes.
First of all, I interrupted you. I have so much respect for you, Mr. Haynes. I almost know what's going to come out of your mouth. What else would you like to say?
Today, and so wants me to get.
Judge, at this point, because I wasn't aware that there was a police report and this variation, so I probably need to listen.
I always said I had a lot of respect for you. You want to come up here, ma'am? No, ma'am.
Ma'am, no, up here.
Get shim by my client, Judge. It's a surprise, and it really is uncomfortable.
See, I'm kind of an old school guy, Mr. Chappelle.
Me too.
Am I pronouncing that correctly? Chappelle. I'm really kind of an old school guy. I just don't believe in this. I don't believe in assaulting women. I don't believe in violating judges' orders. Maybe it's because I was raised by one. Maybe it's because I understand the system. Maybe because I happen to think it's the only thing between the total destruction of our democracy and what we have now. And that is the judicial system.
I agree.
And when we have people...
Of course you would agree. You're a judge. I mean, you're a lawyer, Mikey.
That's fine. They can do that if they want to move to North Korea. You want to move to North Korea?
Yes,
you do what
please.
you got to do. When you're this country...
Stop popping up babies.
Yes, please, if we can send a lot of those soft sits that way.
Assaulting women. We're not going to have people violating judges' orders. We're not going to have people threatening. Now, here's the question I have for you. Tell me your name. So if this happened, and I'm going to believe that it happened, and if you tell me it didn't happen, I'm going to have to stop and get you a lawyer because that would be making a false police report. Listen. Then...
Yeah, so in other words, don't lie for him.
Why? Why would I be told by the probation officer
That you made a phone call.
else here? I think it was probation. Yeah, the probation officer said, why would you want to have contact with a man that was convicted?
You're claiming he's done all of this bad stuff. Why did you call him?
Destruction of property. Let me see the screening again, please.
I believe I
Oh, you
have
did.
the
I
screener. Here's the
apologize.
original police report.
I apologize. Why would you want to have contact with somebody, ma'am, that does those things? He's an abuser. And I get the fact that you have a beautiful child there. You really do. I looked at her. She's a beautiful girl.
Of course she is, Your Honor.
So
She's a girl.
children deserve to be in a household where there's no fighting, no anger. There's love. That's what we do. We're not perfect, but we don't want people doing things that are going to psychologically hurt that child in any way whatsoever. Because you know what I feel? I feel like this world's crazy enough that if they're not raised on a scale of 1 to 10, somewhere like over a 9.7, that they're not going to have a chance. That's just my feeling. Now, I want to know, you want to have contact with him?
I do. I most definitely, absolutely, 100%.
And you want to have contact with him after this incident that you reported to the police that only happened about 7 weeks ago?
Yes, I do.
She still wants to have contact with him.
That's his tell.
Mr. Chappelle, I've never had the belief that you were taking this serious.
I'm taking it
listen,
very-
don't interrupt me.
Sorry.
I've never had the belief you're taking this serious. I never have. I don't remember exactly
So
that I would bet a lot of money on, Mr. Chappelle.
Judge, you're a betting man?
And here's the problem. Judges don't like people violating orders, and this is not about me. You got it? I want to be clear about this. This is not about me. I just happen to be this little guy who was entrusted by enough people to sit here, but I do take exception for the judicial system. I do take exception for what is our rule of law and is the only thing saving us from complete collapse as far as I'm concerned. So now what do? I don't know what to do. Everybody thinks we're supposed to have all the answers. He should go to jail for 93 days. I think we can all agree on that. The question is that appropriate when I hit?
I love that little bit. It's subtle, but I think we can all agree before I proceed with my little discussion here that he deserves the max. Let's just start. That's our starting point. That's our baseline.
I have a woman here that's telling me she wants to have contact. Wait a minute. Don't shake your head up and down. I'm protecting you from him, and frankly, you from you, and your child from you. I'm not going to go into what I've learned about anything with these things. This is not healthy, what we have going on here. This is not healthy. It's not emotionally healthy for anybody here.
Your Honor, may I speak?
No, you may not.
No, you may not.
Okay.
If I want to hear something, I'll ask you.
All right.
Right now, if I were you,
I would shut the fuck
I
up.
wouldn't be saying much. D'Angelo attempting to break into the residence.
Guess what? He can't keep his mouth shut.
Big
Observe
surprise.
the shattered exterior window with the interior window intact. Officer Mullins and Smikowski knocked at the door, heard a female voice shout, "Go away, D'Angelo." Morgan believed that D'Angelo wanted to kill her and stated she feared for her life. Morgan told Mullins she was abused by D'Angelo in the past and she had a PPO against him that has since expired. Morgan showed Mullins a photo on her phone that was allegedly sent from D'Angelo. The phone was of a silver handgun. D'Angelo sent Morgan a message saying, quotes, "Crack her head till the white meat showed," end quotes.
Okay.
Mullen requested Morgan to send screenshots of the messages. I'm just paraphrasing. Smikowski took digital photographs of the damaged window and advised Parkside Vista Apartments of the damage. Morgan was too upset to complete a written statement. So what do you do when you're the judge? Don't shake your head, Mr. Chappelle. Please don't shake your head, because I feel like you're shaking your head at me.
No, I'm not shaking it at you.
That's what...
I feel like you're shaking your head at me. This thing is just
That's a
just full
judge
of classics.
speak for knock it the fuck off.
You really want to know what went on a year ago?
Stop. I'm not relitigating. You pled guilty. Hang on, don't start arguing with me, Mr. Chappelle. Right now, I take it down about 17 decibel levels.
Only 17.
Did you hear what I'm telling you?
Yes, sir.
I would take it down about 17 decibel levels. Don't shake your head. I'm telling you. Don't shake your head. So, do I send this man out and say you can have contact? Do I send him to jail because of a flagrant violation of the court's orders?
Yes.
Am I going to ever be able to sleep again if something happens to this lady?
Probably not.
So these are things that judges get to ponder, that lawyers don't think about, police officers don't think about.
Yeah, that's
Not
true.
too many people think about.
I love myself too much to worry about trying to give a little dick from somebody.
That's because you're awesome in this first.
Here's what I'm doing. Because I want to be completely fair with Mr. Chappelle.
I'm going
to think about this. I'm going to think about it. I want to make sure that I think about it when I'm not.
Correct. You just get to the court and say, hey, Your Honor, he ain't paying child support.
Objective, which I am now, to be honest.
I got this kid, he ain't paying for it
You
anymore.
don't have to see him.
And he's the father.
Make sure I do the right thing, at least in my mind.
Seeing the kid because if he's
That's what I'm
being
doing. I'm adjourning the sentencing. We're going to set it on the date. What was the other day I gave you, Mr. Haynes, on the other one?
Judge, I'm here tomorrow.
The other one was March 15th, Your Honor, Wednesday.
Next week, yeah, I'm here Tuesday and Wednesday.
And what time did I set that again, sir? Remember? 8:30?
8:30.
So we'll set this one. Let's just make this at 8:45 in the morning. But I want you to understand how strongly I feel about this, sir. I hope you understand. I don't mind pulling any punches here. I'm not gonna be one of these robots. I'm not gonna be a robot up here. I'm gonna tell you how I think. I'm gonna guide you through my thought process. That's what I'm gonna do. I feel like it's beneficial for people, to be honest with you. So, let me just see something here. Give me 1 second. Okay, that's all set. March 15th at 8:45. In the meantime, I want to make you a promise. The no contact issue provision is still in order. I'm going to make you a promise that if you call her again, talk to her, email her, write her, send somebody over to talk to her, email her, phone her, call her, go to the house. I'm promising you, if I find out, you'll do the max. Do we understand one another?
Yes.
In the meantime, you can rest assured, Mr. Chappelle, that I'm going to figure this one out, and I'm going to do the best I can. But I'm just telling you, when you come here, I come with a good attitude. Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
I'm not going to argue with you.
I'm not trying to
I'm not going to argue.
Okay.
When it's your turn to talk, I'll let you talk. I'll see you next week. Go down the hall and get your notice. The bond, I'm making a $5,000 personal bond, and I want to be clear. You're going to comply with all terms and conditions of probation, which includes no contact. No contact. Do I have to explain again what no contact means, or do you fully and completely understand it, Mr. Chappelle? You understand it?
Oh, yes.
Good. All right, good enough. We'll see everybody here on March 15th. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Go down the hall and get your notice, sir.
You got any more, or is that it?
Why are you staring at me?
Oh.
I really want to have a sit down talk with you.
I don't have sit
I know, I understand that, but I don't get a chance to put my side out.
Oh. Your lawyer will explain what a no contact provision is.
I understand.
Tanisha Marie Haywood, file number 22B141818A.
Yes.
The wheels of justice are going to roll you right into the Wayne County Jail.
Is that it, or is he going to do more, Mikey?
Well, there you have it. That was fun stuff. I just liked it. He really got on his high horse, which is funny because I simultaneously agree with him and am laughing the whole time.
Yeah, that sounds like you, Mikey.
Oh, there's some classics in there. A lot of bit, and why are you staring at me? There's so many good moments in there. And then that knucklehead at the end, he's like, well, I never get to tell my side.
You have you have a lawyer to tell you.
I have to admit, I was pulling for an immediate direct contempt as I was watching that. I wanted to see him cuffed right there. But yeah,
Mikey,
that might have played into it too, having the having his kid there. Judge might not have wanted to do it in that circumstance. I don't know. I don't know why he deferred ruling because he's like upset about it. He was annoyed, but that's just part of it. He's annoyed in a rational way. I think it would be fine for him to max him right there and call it a day, which is what he wants to do. That's what he wants to do. It reminds me a lot. I did a video, which, by the way, was darn good, especially since Deborah Davis joined me. But I did one that was Judge Stevens in Texas. Very similar scenario.
Yeah.
A woman comes in, wants a do-over on the DV issue, and Judge Stevens was having none of it. And in their own way, it was just very, very similar. Just like, now, see, we have laws and rules and stuff.
We have laws.
We're not doing that. So I enjoyed both of those. Thank you all for coming out. I appreciate it. I will see you all soon.
Thank you, Mikey. Have a good day. And with that, we will bring the afternoon session to a close. Come on back tonight for more from Day